Good morning, good morning. My name is Stephanie. Welcome to the Keto Mom page. We're going to dive into the 5-second rule. If you've been tuning in and you've been watching, I hope you're enjoying the book. I hope you're using the 5-second rule. I actually would love to know if you have used it, if you are using it, how it's helping you. But we're almost done with the book. My goal is to be done with the book by Wednesday. So in the next couple days, because I really want to go through this book with you. So there's a book that I was given, and so I don't expect you to have it, but it really has some incredible insight to help you set goals. And so I calculated it out, and if I start on the 23rd, we can get through 9 specific action steps for you to create and get your mindset ready to create your goals so that we don't have to just start in January. We're going to get a head start. All right? So I'm going to start this in a couple days. You can just tune in, and I'm going to go through each goal every single day to help walk you through how to set specific goals and how to write smart goals. We're going to talk about lots of different things. So we're finishing this up in the next 2 days. So as you're tuning in, good morning. Where are you tuning in from? I'm tuning in from lovely Minnesota. The sun is actually out. It's pretty cold, but it's Minnesota. So here is the last part of this little section, and then we'll dive into, so if you have not been tuning in, the 5-second rule is 5 seconds of courage, basically. It is counting backwards. The author talked about how she could not get out of bed. Her whole life was out of control, and she just needed to have a little bit of hope. She watched something on the TV, realized that a rocket ship launches into the sky, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and goes, and she said, I need to launch myself out of bed so that I can take care of myself, I can make my kids their breakfast, I can get them to school, I can work on my marriage, I can find a job. And so that's what she did. She used it for herself, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then she attacked the day, and it worked. And she thought, oh my goodness, what if I could use this 5 seconds in lots of different areas of my life? And so we've been talking about all of those. I would highly recommend just getting the book and going through it. It's a very simple read. And today we're going to talk about beating fear, because she says, listen, it's not just about getting out of bed, right? Or 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, going to the gym, but what other things hold you back from getting what you want? What is it? So today, she says it talked about, so she was afraid of flying. She's a well-known speaker. Her name is Mel Robbins. And then every time she tells her whole story, I'm not going to read it to you, about getting on the airplane and being afraid. And she says, I need to use the 5-second rule to beat fear. What are you dealing with? What fear in your life do you need to conquer? Do you need to beat? Do you need to get through in order to get or accomplish those goals that you want? And so she basically said this, here's what she's going to help you create. She says, I'm going to help you create an anchor. What does that mean? She said, this 5-second rule is a form of what research called, she says it's called if-then planning. It's a way to keep yourself in control by creating a backup plan in advance. So plan A is to not be afraid in lots of different areas of your life, right? To not get nervous, to not be anxious, to not let anxiety control you. Plan B is, all right, 5-second rule, I've got an anchor thought, and I'm going to conquer the fear. She says, if you can get on an airplane and she says this, if I got on an airplane and I started feeling nervous, then I have my plan B. I'm going to count backwards, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and I'm going to use my anchor thought to beat my fear of flying. And so she explained an anchor thought like this. Whatever you're afraid of, she was afraid of flying. Before she got on the airplane, she would think of the things she was excited about. An anchor thought would be, get off the airplane and hug her parents, or the dinner that she was going to that night, right? It was something that after that initial action, she was going to get to accomplish or get to do. And so she says, on the airplane, at a moment's notice, something might make me nervous. At a moment's notice, something might make you nervous or afraid. Why do you feel like you can't hit those goals? Why can't you go to the gym? Why are you afraid of truly believing in yourself? What's holding you back? She says, I will count backwards, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, to flush it out of my head. I'm going to activate my prefrontal cortex and pull myself into the present moment. So she'd go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. She'd be aware of where she's at, and then force myself to anchor a specific image of where I'm flying to or where I'm going or the next thing I want to see. Not creating fear in her mind, but like, oh, I can't wait to be to the dinner tonight. She would picture herself at the dinner. Can't wait to hug my family. I can't wait to be at that meeting. She would just go, okay, I'm not afraid of this moment. I'm excited for that next moment, right? So I don't know who deals with fear and what fear is holding you back from going after your goals. We're going to talk a lot about that here in the next couple of days of like, why are we setting goals? How do we get them specific? We're going to do that. But first, you might have to conquer some little battles in your mind, right? These anchoring images are powerful reminders of simple truth. As you think about the anchors, your body will calm down. You guys, this book is incredible. It's a really, really great tool. She says, by using the technique over and over again, I cured myself of flying, the fear of flying. And by using them, I mean using it over and over and over again. It will get easier and easier until suddenly you won't be afraid anymore. You'll have to train your mind to default to the positive, excitement about what you are about to do instead of fear. So, did you hear what she said? Over and over and over again. It's no different than you starting your diet or your lifestyle, right? The sun is shining in my face. Over and over and over again and over again until you have a default, right? You automatically are thinking positive. You're not afraid. You believe in yourself over and over and over again, going to the gym until you find yourself enjoying it. Or you find yourself enjoying taking the bun off the burger over and over and over again. She said, I cannot believe how much I was missing by being afraid in her life. She said, that thought keeps me grounded, present, and powerful. When you enter a conversation managing a fear, you cannot be your best because part of your mind is busy trying to manage the fear in real time. When you have an anchor thought, it allows you to disappear the fear of the moment that you are It allows you to disappear the fear that moment that you notice your mind drifts, right? How many people are living in fear and it's controlling your life? It's not okay. What I love, she says, master your mind and anything is possible. And that's what we talk about here every single morning, almost every single morning, is the power of your mindset. My husband woke up this morning and he has a whole routine that he does in the morning with his red lights and all of his things. And he said, man, I've never noticed how important it is to master your mind. And it's so funny because we talk about that a lot. And he's like, but no, I really just thought about it. And we say this quote often, or I say it on here, as I think, so I feel. So he's like, man, as I think, so I feel. Negative or positive. As I feel, if I'm feeling positive or encouraging or not afraid, I'm going to go down an action route, so I do. I'm going to do the things that are going to excite me, that are on my goal list, the things that I want to do. If I'm feeling negative emotions or I don't believe in myself, I'm going to go down the wrong path and I'm going to do the things that are probably more destructive. So as I think, so I feel, right? Which way are you going to go? As I feel, so I do. The way you feel will result in the actions that you take and the things. And so the way, as I think, so I feel, as I feel, so I do, as I do, so I have. You are going to get the results. You might want them or not want them based off of the things that you're doing, which is caused from how you're feeling, which is caused and starts by how you think. Super important. It's an awareness of where your mindset is at and how am I going to shift it. There's a tool that we've given you, 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm done. I'm not going to negatively self-talk anymore. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm going to go to the gym. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I have to get out of bed. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Not going to be afraid. I'm going to go have that conversation. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I've got an anchor thought in my mind and I'm going to keep going. So that is one tool. There's lots of books that we've gone through to give you different tools to help you accomplish your goals. here in the next couple of days, I'm going to be going through this, which I'm super excited about, to help set you up for success here in the coming couple weeks. I actually read this the other day on a live, and I wanted to see what the chapter was called. But anyways, I hope that is helping you. Lots of them today. I'll give you another tool. Set yourself alarm clocks throughout the day to help you drink more water, to remind you of all the things that you need to do so that you don't fall behind. It actually really does help, although I have alarm clocks going off all day long. He says 9 steps to setting goals. That's the chapter we're going to go through starting very soon. 9 steps to setting goals. It was actually super helpful. So, all right. I hope you have an incredible morning. I'm always here to help. Continue to tune into the page for different tips and tricks and recipes and all of the things that will help you on your goals. Mindset is in the morning, and all of the food things are later throughout the day, or send me a message and I'm here to help. So we'll talk to you very soon. Have a great day.